Hello, welcome to the James Cooley Show. It's your life. I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley, and of course, I hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I want everybody to sit back, grab you about 5 or 6 bags of popcorn, because we got the one and only, the fabulous, the beautiful Dr. Telishia Berry. And I tell you, she gonna bring it to you. If you ever thought about being an entrepreneur, if you ever thought about writing a book, if you ever thought about just improving yourself in life, then you are the audience that need to be watching this show that we got prepared today. Now we're gonna be coming to you from a lot of different angles. We television, E360 TV, radio, KCBQ, LinkedIn, YouTube channel, Twitter, Roku TV, Apple TV, 20 something different live streaming networks. So if you want to be part of this great conversation, that's 1-888-344-1170. That's radio. Or you can just go to the comments, type in, make sure you get StreamYard your permission to use your comments, and we'll go from there. Todd, let's do it, man. Let's bring it to him.
It's Your Life is sponsored by James J.C. Cooley.
Life is a series of circles and cycles, phases and stages. These are your experiences that teach you the lessons of life. You can either ignore them or embrace them. Welcome to the James Cooley Show. It's Your Life. James is a motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the James Cooley Foundation. James is here to equip you to strive for greatness and to overcome adversity. It's time to get equipped today for the challenges of tomorrow. Now here's the host of It's Your Life, James Cooley.
Hello, just like I said, welcome to It's Your Life. I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley, and I am so thrilled to have this wonderful, wonderful guest on the James Cooley Show. I've been knowing her for quite some time. Just an extraordinary young lady that's doing so many things that I can't even begin to try to tell you what she's doing. So many, many things. When I call and talk to her, I say, I know you're busy. Just 5 minutes of your time, please. I mean, because she got her hands into a lot of things that are helping people out, that helping others to become better, that are helping others to launch their own products, books, etc. I mean, she do it all and got a heart of gold to go along with that. We're talking none other than Dr. Telishia Berry, and we're going to talk today. I tell you, very great topic. Just like I said, why every business entrepreneur should have their own book. And if you're an entrepreneur, you need to go ahead on and shout it out in a book, letting people know exactly what you're doing. I mean, what your ideas are and what you are doing to help them out as well. So she is an expert in that area. Just like I said, a lot of different areas, but we're gonna key on that one. And then we're gonna talk about a lot of other things that she got going on. And if you want to be part of this great conversation, you can always call the radio station. I think we got a line open today, 1-888-344-1170, or you can just go to the comments portion of it. Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, wherever that you're watching this at, Twitter, and you can ask Telishia, Dr. Berry, any question that you want to. So let me tell you a little bit about her and what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about, just like I mentioned, we're going to get a chance to know who this entrepreneur is, and author, publisher, editor, and chief and owner of Courageous Woman magazine. So that's Dr. Telishia Berry. How a book enhances your ability to get your product out there even more. And also discuss how women are supported in business, and discuss the 50 courageous women in business, leadership, and entertainment. Well, today, and she gonna select all of them. So I want you to sit back and let's do this. And I want to bring Telishia, Dr. Telishia Berry, to the stage right now, and we'll get off into the other things that she's doing as we go. But welcome, Dr. Telishia Barry. How are you doing? How are you doing today?
Hey, James, Dr. James Cooley, how are you? Thank you for having me on your
Uh,
show.
Come on now. You know, I just like I always tell you, you got an open invitation.
Right.
Anytime you're going to do it, you got an open invitation. You know, Talisha, you're doing so many things. And for our viewers that might not know who you are, can you just sum it up in a couple of minutes? So I'm going to turn it over to you and tell them exactly who is Talisha, Dr.
Well, I am Dr. Telishia Berry. I am the publisher and editor-in-chief of Courageous Woman magazine, an inspirational publication that highlights extraordinary women in business and entertainment. We also help women gain media exposure and supporting them in their books, products, services. And we are now in our 11th year. And it has been a journey. So I'm super, super happy to be here today and share on the Dr. James Cooley. It's Your Life show.
Wow. Tell them where you grew up or where you from and where you grew up.
I am originally from Flint, Michigan. Love my city. And I live in near Los Angeles now.
And you got four beautiful kids, love them to death, and all of them pretty much are following somewhere along your footsteps. How did you get that to happen? I can't get near one of my kids to do nothing that I
You know what? I think it's just, they grew up. I didn't have a babysitter.
do.
So they went everywhere, and they were around rehearsals when when we were producing gospel plays. So they kind of got, I guess they just kind of watched that. It just happened, and they all are very interested in entertainment. They're all in. My son's an actor, and actually has a movie coming out next week with a gospel singer, Dietrich Haddon, and my daughter is the photographer for Sierra, the R&B artist. And they're all actually out of the country now on vacation with her. And another daughter, she's a model. And my youngest is a makeup artist and a college student. So,
Like I said, you kept it all. You kept it in the family, and they're absolutely wonderful, wonderful. I can't call them children anymore because all of them grown. But
oh, I still call them that.
Talisha, now you talked a little bit about Courageous Woman, but you also have spinoff magazines. First of all, want to know a lot more about Courageous Woman magazine, and also want to get a chance to know a little bit about your spinoff that you've been doing called Courageous Men as well. Can you talk about both of those?
Well, Courageous Woman, that's my baby. I've been doing that for 11 years. It actually started off as a blog, and I was going through a very troubled time in my life, and I wanted to, wanted a publication. I was the kid who wanted to work at Ebony or Jet, but that didn't happen. But I still had the dream to do that. And so when I got an opportunity, I had a friend who had a thriving publication, and I asked him, what do I need to do? I need to make mine a magazine. And he said, you're going to need some money. I said, okay, so I'm going to restart in my life. I'm like, how much money are you talking about? And he said I was going to need at least $30,000. And I'm like, he said, that's a minimum. I looked at my bank account and I was missing some zeros. So, but I'm a believer, when God gives you a vision, He's going to make the provision. You got to make moves and you got to walk it out. And so I did. And I called up some of my friends and family and said, this is what I'm doing. And they all supported, went out to the community in my hometown. And we distributed 4,000 copies of the first issue. And that's how we started with Courageous Woman.
Wow. You also mentioned that you just entered your 11th year. I mean, that's stickability, because most magazines and most publications do not stick around nowhere near that type of time frame. What would you consider to be the driving point to your stickability and the success of your great magazine?
Well, you know what? I've had some fabulous women that have truly inspired me. I have some, from celebrities to women who have started their brands like me with zero and are now making 6 and 7 figures. So that's inspirational. And I always want to inspire other women that they can do whatever, but as long as they believe it, they can achieve it. They can accomplish anything that they want. And so the other women that come on, I push them and motivate them and share their stories in hopes that it would inspire some other women to believe, whatever they're doing, that we are a support system here. And so we support each other. And I believe that is so important for any woman who is creating a brand, has products or services, that we need to come together and support.
Yeah, we have to have a support system. Otherwise, we're trying to do everything ourselves, and it just doesn't work that way. I mean, it could, but expansion is kind of hard to expand if you're just doing everything by yourself. So the spinoff that you created, and I'm gonna get that phone in a minute. Courageous Men. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about that one before we go to the break?
Well, we got some courageous women, but there's some fabulous men. And I have a lot of men who have come and said, you got all this for women. What are you going to do for men? So it took me a few years to figure it out. I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and do this Courageous Men. And it was actually just a special for Father's Day in 2020. During the quarantine, we figured out how we can do extra things. So I decided to do this. And it was right around the George Floyd and that incident. And I wanted to hear the hearts of men. What were they feeling at that time? And so we captured that with 20 men, and we distributed the first issue of Courageous Men. So now we're on the 4th issue now of Courageous Men, and we have one coming up in August for Courageous Men. Yeah.
Wow. I tell you, we're gonna have to take a station break, but they blowing up this line over here. They're blowing it up. So we're gonna take a station break, but we're gonna come back and finish this. Not finish. We still got 3 more segments. Continue this great discussion with Dr. Telishia Berry. It's your life. We'll be back shortly after the break. I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley.
There's more stories of greatness to help you overcome adversity. Coming up on It's Your Life with James Cooley.
Noah Dingley here, producer of The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. And the new audio version of James' book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, is a must-have. James shares his true
Hello.
life.
Hey, I'm James Cooley. I am the founder and CEO of the J.C. Cooley Foundation, Options, Opportunities, the Choice Program. Our primary mission is to help build the foundation of our youth and young adults and communities. And we encourage everyone to dream big, think big, and be big at everything you do. And the way that you do that is, first of all, you got to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to know that you are here for a purpose. You also have to be able to step out your comfort zone and do things that you probably didn't think that you can do.
Listen up, it's Dr. James J.C. Cooley. Yeah. It's the James Cooley Show. It's your life. Hey.
In realization that life would never be the same, Cooley lays out his struggle to adjust from city life to country life and back again, sharing his hard-earned lessons to educate, encourage, and enlighten our next generation of leaders and heroes. Get your copy of Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by James J.C. Cooley, available on Amazon and everywhere books are sold.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and It's like I said, we got this absolutely fantastic guest that's really inspiring, and she been in the game for a while, so she know how it's done. And talking about the game of entrepreneurship, and if you want to be part of this great conversation with Dr. Telishia Barry, that's 1-888-344-1170, or just go to the comments on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you're watching the show at, and just ask this young lady any questions that you want. So hopefully you'll do that. Welcome back, Dr. Barry. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Hey, what, Dr. Barry? The title of today's show is "Why Every Business Entrepreneur Should Have a Book." Why is this so important?
You know what? It's important because, especially if you have a brand, it is the best way to get your brand out. It's the best way to get attention, to get exposure. And it's other ways as well. Other things that happens when you put your book out, it can increase your possibilities of making money. There's so many multiple streams of income that could derive from producing just one book. So there's many ways. Definitely give you credibility. If you're looking to enhance or build your brand, putting a book out will give you that credibility. It's going to get people to pay attention to you, and that's what gives you that added value to your brand. It definitely increases visibility when you're out there talking about your book. You're online or in person. You're giving your book out. That is definitely getting you that visibility. And it helps people find you. Help people when your book is out and it's online and your title, they put your title into the search engines. That helps people to find you. And so it's a great opportunity to get interviews like this, be on the James Cooley Show, and talk about your book. So we have a lot of women that we have produced. Most recently, Dr. Laquita Munley is. I see her watching, so she's one of our most recent launch books, and we have a couple coming up in the next couple weeks. So it's been an enjoyable process to watch not only women but men. I've published men books too. We don't leave the brothers out. So it's been a joy to watch them, start another career as a published author, and most of them are become best-selling authors. That's our goal. I see Marianne out there too. We are right now in preparing to launch her anthology. So that's one of the things I love doing anthologies, because it gives people an opportunity. They're not ready to write a full book, but they have a story. So we put their stories into an anthology, and they're just responsible for writing one chapter. And when the book becomes a bestseller, they are also best-selling authors. So we've helped over 250 women share their stories in our anthologies.
Wow. So for some of our viewers out there that are listening to, wow, it can't be that easy. So
easy. I don't say that it's easy.
No, that's not what I was saying. I was saying that it sounds good and it sounds easy, but it's easy for you because you've been doing it. If they are thinking about writing a book or getting visibility, just like you had mentioned, visibility come through either authoring or co-authoring, and it also increases your business. What are some of the things that they need to think about in how to get started or how to contact you so that you can help them out? You can help them get started.
My thing is, I suggest to people have a coach, and whether it's me or there's another coach that you look into people that you consider and help you with your book. Make sure they publish books. Make sure they have a good record of putting out more than just one book. And because it's a lot of times people come to me and they say, well, I already wrote the book. And then when I go through it, I see a lot of things that are missing. You need to have your coach before you write the book. And so there's specific elements that need to be in every aspect of your book. And so when you don't have that guidance and you don't know, and you just write, I think my personal preference is to make sure that you get a coach before you start the writing process.
Okay, so you mentioned coach. A lot of our audience might not know what that means. And they, a lot of them might think a coach just means in sports or something like that, but we have life coaches that help us understand our direction, our path. That helps us get started, for say, in writing books or speaking engagements or things like that. Do you care to expand on that a little bit more so that
Well,
they?
when I say coach, I'm speaking specifically of a writing coach because I help them with the process from page one of the writing process. So I'm going to coach you from A to Z, from writing it to publishing it to marketing your book. So that's what I mean when I say coach. I'm not throwing footballs. I can't do that.
No, but a coach. I
Just
mean, we all need that, especially us writers. I mean, I still need a coach, and I done wrote 5 books, and I
I
still
think we
need.
all need coaches. I just had that conversation with my son. Like even the best of the best need a coach. Muhammad Ali needed a coach. The Lakers coach. They go to practice every single day. So I say practice your craft. I'm always telling my kids that practice, practice, practice. Show up and practice. It is like Dr. Lakia said, it's a game changer. You gotta show up, you gotta practice. Okay, you gotta practice, and you gotta have somebody to guide you through the process.
Wow. So let's go back to entrepreneur a little bit. Do you believe that women are underrepresented in entrepreneurship? If so, why?
Absolutely. But you know what? This is the year of the woman, okay? This is the year, especially African American women. We are coming up, and so many organizations and companies see us now and are supporting. There's so many opportunities from grants and offering opportunities to speak on stages, to share we have messages. We have, something to say. And I think that the support that we're getting as women, as entrepreneurs, is phenomenal not right now. So it is the year. If you're an entrepreneur or want to be, it is your time to get out, step out on faith, and do it. I have so many women call me on a daily basis, like, I want to quit my job. I want to be an entrepreneur. I'm like, do it, okay? Just step out on faith and begin to do it. Sometimes it's hard to just leave a job, but just get started. Just start and believe that what you have, somebody needs it. Somebody always needs some services or things that we have been working to learn on jobs. You have valuable, marketable abilities and skills that you can use for your own business. So let's pull up and do your own thing, okay?
You know, you're absolutely right. And what Angel
Yes,
Stewart
I
is
see.
saying. Oh, how you doing? How you doing, Dr. Angel? How you doing out there? So, and she said determined.
Absolutely.
And that's what it's all about. I mean, if you want to make a change in your life, if you want to do things, and if you got these abilities and skills, but a lot of us just want to sit back and we're afraid. We're afraid to make that step forward. And guess what? Many times we stuck where
I
we
was
at.
afraid too. I was afraid, but I had to do it afraid. I had to go like, okay, what's behind me and what's ahead of me? The fear and all this is behind me. So what's ahead of me? I don't know, but I'm gonna have to leap so I know. You know what I mean? So I tell them, just leap, go for it. Leave the fear. That is not of God.
And that's still a tough one to do. But sometimes, just like the Bible, we have to step out on faith. We
Absolutely.
we have to believe in ourselves.
Mhm.
If we don't believe in ourselves, nobody else is going to believe in you. And if you're not willing to take that risk or step out on faith, um, you never going to find out whether you could actually do whatever your heart and your desires and your dreams might be. So you want to comment on that a little bit, Telishia, because you stepped out on faith and look at what you're doing right now. And then the Lord is just blessing you. It's all around you. I mean, He's blessing you with a lot of different things, and you're blessing so many people. You're blessing so many people. I want to tell you that because you are.
Thank you. Well, Thank you. You know, at one point in my life, faith was all that I had. I was going through a challenging time in my life and, restarting and, going through a divorce and having to just figure life out. And faith was all I had, and prayer and believing. And I got focused. That was key. I got focused, and I wasn't going to be sitting around crying. That's not going to help me. Give me a headache. That wasn't going to help me. So I had to step out on faith and believe that God has something for me. And that's what you have to do. You got to believe. God give you a vision. It is not for you to just hold on to it. Somebody needs it. And so that's what I had to put in my mind. Somebody needs to tell their story. When I started to tell women's stories, they were so phenomenal. And that's how it grew, because they had to share their stories. At first, I wasn't telling my stories. I was just telling everybody else's stories.
I want you to hold that thought. Hold that. Tell your story. Hold that thought, because we got to take a station break.
Okay.
But I can't wait to get back and continue this great conversation with Dr. Telishia Berry. If you want to be part of this great conversation, go to the comments or call 1-888-344-1170. We'll be back shortly after the break. It's your life. I'm James Cooley.
There's more stories of greatness to help you overcome adversity. Coming up on It's Your Life with James Cooley.
There is much truth in a journey that ain't over yet, as all of us journey through life's precious gifts of time, just like I have. Hi, I'm James Cooley, host of the James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. And in the new audio version of my book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, you can join me as I share my true life story of struggle and success in America. It's both a cautionary tale and a roadmap to achieving the American dream. This is a must listen to for anyone who thinks they are stuck in life or need to understand that their current situation is not their final destination. Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet is the unfiltered truth to provide hope for the future by challenging you to refuse to become a victim of life's circumstance and dare to be an overcomer, because a bigger, better, and a more impactful life awaits you. Get the new audio version of my book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet on Amazon and wherever audio books are sold.
The JC
Dr. James JC Cooley. The James Cooley Show. It's your life.
The Answer, San Diego, streaming now.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I tell you, Dr. Telishia Berry is really putting it down. Like I mentioned to you all to grab you 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we needed 9 bags of popcorn for this one, because the lesson that she is teaching us, and just if you know Dr. Berry, just by being around her, it makes you happy, because you know that you are in the room of greatness. She's an absolutely wonderful person. And if you want to learn something, if you want to know how to do certain things, and I tell you, if you want the truth, that's the woman to ask, because she just gonna bring it to you. She's gonna tell you how it is, regardless of the situation and circumstances. So, Telishia, can you tell our viewers, what do you believe the challenges that women entrepreneurs face?
A lot of times it's just, personal. It's fear. Those are the challenges. Number one, it's mindset. You got to get past, the fact that maybe you've had a job for years and you want to launch on your own, but you're afraid and you got to go through some things. You've been through some things, and that fear and that security, you need that security. But like I said, I'm just a believer. I had to have faith, and I had to operate in that. And that's when things just happen. When you just walk out there in faith, God's going to put the things in your path that you need to make it happen. So those are some of the things that was one of the main things, is just getting your mindset first in order to even do anything.
Wow. I'm going to give you the floor for about 3 minutes because this is your baby. And I'm talking about Courageous Women magazine has supported many women in business, leadership, entertainment. Tell us how the magazine is identifying at least 50 courageous women in business, leadership, entertainment, everything. So I'm just going to turn this over to you.
Well, it is in honor and celebration of 11 years of Courageous Woman. I want to recognize at least 50 women. We got so many women, but I want to recognize women that have not only already been on the platform, but new women that are being introduced to the platform to come on and be one of our top 50 women. So we will be selecting 50 women to be part of that August issue. And that's our anniversary month. So we're looking for 50 women that have been doing amazing work in business and entertainment and leadership. So if you're interested in learning more about that, actually it's on our website at courageouswomanmag.com, or you can email me at info@courageouswomanmag.com.
Telishia, so you as an author, I'm trying to figure out. It's like I'm always amazed that you're doing all of these things. You helping others become authors. You doing the publications. You're doing speaking engagement. You're coaching. But a lot of people don't know that you write a lot as well. How do you get the energy and the time to do all of these things? And plus, you're potentially one of your novels, I'm hoping, might be turned into a movie. Can you tell our viewers a little bit about all those?
Oh, we walking that in phase 2 because it's going to be a movie. So it's already in progress. We're doing some things and working with some producers and trying to make that happen. My first novel, The Baptist Junkie, actually I wrote it as a movie. I envisioned it as a movie rather than when I wrote it. It's a story, a Christian fiction drama about a family, and it's set in the 60s. And if you want to grab it, it's on Amazon. On The Baptist Junkie. And so I've been writing since I was little, and I always wanted to, I was the only child raised by my grandmother, and that was the way to make me be quiet, she says. She said, just go somewhere. It sounds like 10 kids in here. It's just you. Just go get a pencil. So I would be singing the commercials and remaking commercials, and she was like, "What? Who is in there?" And it's just get a pencil. And so that's how I started writing. I started writing poems and poetry and then plays. I wrote my first play in 7th grade. And it was amazing that the kids responded and laughed because we had to read it. They had to read it. And I was like, that's it. That's what I want to do. I want to write. And so I got a chance to do that and got into theater and traveled in theater and major off-Broadway plays as an actress. And then from there, we started producing our own shows. And so I actually wrote dialogue before I wrote fiction, and it's a total difference. But it's been a journey of just writing and being able to stay in this field and earn a living doing what I love to do.
So when you're writing, what do you get your inspiration for what you're going to write about?
Well, for the stories that we're doing now, the anthologies, it's just from, watching and seeing the women come in and talking about what they do and their brand. So I try to, just have it accommodate, what women are doing, what women need at this point, what inspires them. And that's my goal is always to inspire women to get up And like our anthology right now is Girl Get Up and Win Every Day. One of our #1 books was Girl Get Up and Win. So now we have Girl Get Up and Win Every Day. It's 100 days of motivation. So we're looking for 100 authors to be part of this book that I want to have the authors share 100 days. And we're going to motivate women for 100 days with the stories from this book. So it's all about motivation for me and being up, because it was a time in my life where I was stressed, depressed, going through, and I don't want to see women go through that if they don't have to. That's why I'm here to help to support women. And a lot of the women we're here, we lock arms, we support, we call, like, what you doing, what you got going on, because depression is really big right now. And it's a lot of women, you don't know what somebody's going through. It's been many times that I had to grin and bear, put my makeup and hair on and be smiling, and I'm very stressed and depressed. So, and I know that. And so a lot of women speak to me and, behind the scenes, and there's so many women going through things. So I always want to be the one to support and motivate.
So you mentioned Girl Get Up and Win. For some of our viewers and listeners out there that say, I want to be a part of that. How can I be in that book? I want to be a best-selling author. Dr. Telishia Berry, how can I be a part of that?
Right now, go ahead and email me info@courageouswomanmag.com, because they are on our website right now having some issues. So just email me at info@courageouswomanmag.com, and maybe by this evening they'll be finished with whatever is going on over there now.
And if her email is having some problems, you guys can email it me, and I'll make sure I pass it to the great doctor. Because her work is incredible, and she got a few authors that are listening, watching this show right now, that she just helped them. She just helped them release their books, and they're gonna be best-selling authors. And Girl Get Up and Win. I think Michelle is gonna be one of your co-authors.
Yes, looking forward to it. We're looking for 100 authors for Girl Get Up and Win Every Day. So
yeah, tell them what that consists of, because a lot of people might say, okay, authors, you're looking for this, that's going to cost too much money. It's not, it's a pennies pretty much.
And I try to stay very reasonable, and my costs are a lot lower than a lot of people that produce anthologies, because I'm not trying to get rich off of anybody. My goal is always to provide products and services that support women and enhance what they're doing. And being part of a book is going to give you visibility for your own products and services. And then you got a connection with the group of authors that you become friends with. So that's always a big thing. The networking is powerful, and all the things that we're going to be doing. This book is about visibility and giving people the visibility, and also having a product that you share. The motivational books, I love just giving them away. I give them away where I'm out different events. I give the books away, and that always comes back some kind of way. That always comes back. Somebody saw the book or they was inspired. I get emails all the time. So it's about women wanting to inspire, because this is an easy book, because you only need to write 60 words. So it's a guided process that I'm going to teach them how to do it in one of the classes coming up.
Wow. So I tell you, it is easy. And just like what Dr. Berry just said, it's going to enhance whatever product that you're doing. It's going to enhance you. But we're going to take a station break. But we're going to come back, and we're going to continue this great conversation with Dr. Telishia Berry. It's Your Life. I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley. We'll be back shortly after the break.
There's more stories of greatness to help you overcome adversity. Coming up on It's Your Life with James Cooley. The J.C. Cooley Foundation is a nonprofit organization that was started in October of 2014. The J.C. Cooley Foundation continues to strive to expand its programs and offerings to the youth, young adults, and citizens of our great communities nationwide and overseas. We hope that you'll be able to Take part in one or more of the many exciting events that we're offering this year and experience firsthand the pride we take in supporting our cause. It's our mission to equip the youth of today for the challenges of tomorrow, and we rely heavily on the generosity of individuals and business owners for support. Without the assistance of community-minded individuals just like you, we wouldn't be able to serve our youth each year. We ask that you make a commitment to support our annual appeal by making a cash donation. This year's goal is $50,000. Your generosity will assist us in making a difference in the lives of the youth in our community. You can give online at CooleyFoundation.org. Remember that every donation makes a difference regardless of size. The J.C. Cooley Foundation thanks you in advance for your contribution.
Country boys.
Life is a series of circles and cycles, phrases and stages. These experiences teach you the lessons of life. You can either ignore them or embrace them. Welcome to It's Your Life with James Cooley. James is a motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation. James is here to equip you to strive for greatness and overcome adversity. It's time to get you equipped today for the challenges of tomorrow. Now, here's the host of It's Your Life, James Cooley.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I tell you, I got a little excited during the last conversation because it's amazing when you know somebody and you know that they're putting this information out, trying to encourage others because they want to see everybody reach their goals. They want to see everybody business thrive. They want to see smiles come to everybody's face. That's why I'm talking about Dr. Telishia Barrett. I mean, it's so caring. And she worked hand in hand with every author that she's dealing with. She walked, just like she said, she walked you through from page 1 to all the way to the end where they close the book, and that's your book cover. Yeah, so if you ever thought about writing books, if you ever thought about increasing your visibility in entrepreneurship and developing your entrepreneurial skill even further, she's a coach as well. So reach out to her. And if she don't have the right answers, she got probably hundreds and hundreds of other women and guys in her network that somebody got the answer. So Telishia, now you got so many things going on. What are some of the upcoming projects or events that you got going on right now?
Like I mentioned, Girl Get Up and Win is one of our anthologies. We have another anthology, Women Who have a story of healing and forgiveness. So we have Getting to Healed is probably a story that's going to be very dear to me, very strong book that women get an opportunity. It's called Getting to Healed on the Way to Forgiveness. So sometimes it's that forgiveness part that is the key to healing. And so those stories will be in that book. And books, we're doing books. And last night we were on Clubhouse and we had over 60 women. So I love to give the platform to women to speak. And we were talking about 10 things women need to do to build a powerful brand. And it started off with 10 people. I was looking for 10 people, and probably over 20 came, and then there was 60 people in the audience. So that was fun. And so we do that every Monday on Clubhouse.
Wow. I don't know who this person is, but they said, my awesome biz coach.
Who's that? I see that. Who's that?
I can't identify who that is. Hopefully they'll send another a text and let us know so we know who they are.
Hey, whoever it is, I can't see you, but I see Marianne and Laquita. I see.
I see my cousin Marlon Cooley.
Marlon's on. I see her now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those the ladies, they have been here and they have stuck it out. They're doing fabulous, all of them. And that just makes me so proud to have been here 11 years and watch some of the growth of women and, coming out with their businesses and their products. So we love to help women any way I can. If I don't have the answer, I got, like you said, I got about 100, well, actually about 5,000 women all over the world that will help you. So we got a book coming up with women from the Caribbean. So I am super excited, from the Virgin Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands. So I'm super excited to work with international products.
Wow, a lot of people don't know that you got a love for the theater. and
Yes, I'm about to be in a movie too, so that's exciting.
You said do theater, and now you want to kind of, I don't know how you gonna do it. You got 900 jobs.
I don't know,
how you gonna get back to that?
You know what? If I keep waking up, God keep blessing me to wake up, I'm gonna do what God puts in front of me. Of course, theater was my love. I started doing theater when I was 11 years old in the community McCree Theater in Flint, Michigan. So I was a McCree kid and got an opportunity to travel around the country performing, and just recently been asked to be in a movie film, doing reprising some of the roles that I played back in the day. So I am super excited about that. It kind of feels like things in my life are just coming back and, doing 360s. So I'm super happy to do the things that I do and to help people. That's just my thing, is to, supporting people, not just women, but men as well. I have a lot of men in our camp too. So
I just got a text or somebody asking you, do you teach writing or are you planning on teaching writing classes?
Absolutely. Just subscribe to courageouswomanmag.com and you'll get all that information. We actually got some classes coming up in end of July. We got boot camps. We got writing classes. If you had an anthology and you love your chapter, I'm going to show you how to take that chapter and turn it into a full book.
Yeah. So Telishia, with your family, I'm talking about your kids and probably your aunties and all that, how do they continue to support you? I know they do. I'm talking about with everything, because you got all of these things going on. Did they say, Mommy, can I step in? Can I help you out with this? Can I just take you out to dinner because you? And I know that they do all these things for you because I check it out, and they surprise you on a regular basis. To have that type of support and be as busy as you are, it have to be inspiring and inspirational.
No, my kids get on my nerves. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm a mom of, adults, and I'm just, I'm the same mom. And I got, kids that are great. They're special. They do amazing things. They help me. Kendra was just helping me the other day produce a video. So they have the skills that they've been have forever. And I'm like, okay, I got a whole team over here helping me. Why come you can't help me? So, they're always there helping me. I don't know. Did I lose you?
No, we still here. We still here.
My friend somewhere else. But they're doing things. My daughter's a makeup artist. She didn't do my makeup today, but she does amazing. My oldest daughter, Tisha, is a phenomenal photographer. Like I said, she is on tour with Sierra. She's done a lot of celebrities, even Taraji P. Henson. So when I get a chance to get in with her, so we had a photo shoot before she left for France the other day. And my daughters, they come together when I might have to pull their hair, but they are good kids, and they do work. They're all adults now, so they keep telling me stop calling them kids, but I can't help it.
It's just amazing watching them grow up. I'm talking about just from I've been knowing you almost 12 years. Just seeing the growth and just becoming very productive, wonderful. Young man and young women. So
it's a journey of motherhood, but trying to balance motherhood, being a single mom. It's been a journey, but I have faith in God that has kept me, and kept me going all these times. I have my moments, but like anybody else, you just got to get up and keep going and keep moving and believe that God's got you. And
Girl,
just
get up and win every day. Telishia, we're down to the last 3 minutes. What are some of the takeaways that you want all the viewers and listeners to get from this great discussion that you and I have?
Well, I just want, women just to believe that when God gives you a dream, a vision, that, you walk it out, act upon it. And if you want to write a book, write the book, get going. Don't hesitate about anything that comes into your heart, your mind to do, because it could be something so big on the other side of that. And that's what I got from just walking and doing things. If I'd have just sat back and just didn't do a lot of things, a lot of women, I wouldn't know them, or I wouldn't be doing the things that I do if I had just sat back and thought of it, something that just passed my mind. I just walked it out, act upon it. You want to be an entrepreneur? Do it. You want to expand your business? Write a book.
Yeah. So how can our listeners, I know you already told them, I just want to repeat again, how can they contact you and also get your product, especially Courageous Woman magazine, because it's a phenomenal product that you put out?
Just go to our website at courageouswomanmag.com and subscribe. That way you'll be on our mailing list, and you'll get all the wonderful stories and women that are on the platform. You'll know where to go and where to meet us and what all these wonderful women are doing, because I promote them on our newsletter, on our platform. They are there, so you can be inspired by what these women are doing.
Yeah. So someone just asked her what is she doing for her community, giving back to your community. What are some of the things that you're doing to give back to your community?
Well, we have a wonderful project that's coming up that I work with a lot of women in homeless shelters. So that's something very dear to me that I've done that quite a bit, and even in Michigan. So just working with women who just need just a little motivation. A lot of times women are down because they just needed the support. They just needed a sister just to call. So we have a whole program that we're doing. We're going into, we had to kind of wait because of COVID. But we have a program where we're going to help women share their stories and write a book as well. And we give gift bags. I'm giving some amazing gift bags to women that were in shelters just to make them feel good about themselves. So.
Wow. So any important words?
We got a kids issue too. I love kids. We were just talking about this last night. We have a special kids edition, Courageous Kids.
When are you going to launch that?
It's in progress right now. So we're just trying to gather all some amazing kids. I've been talking to kids and talking to Lauren about his kids in Chicago. And so we're kind of coming together to pull this off with some amazing kids that are actually going to travel with a tour. So
real quickly, so if some listeners or viewers out here saying, okay, I got my kid is amazing, how can they be a part of this? What would you tell them?
Make sure you subscribe to Courageous Woman, because that information, that's it, because everything we do, we put it out there into our newsletter, and we send it out by email. So that way they know everything that we're doing. When that comes up, they'll get that information. It'll be posted on our website as well, but definitely it goes out into our newsletter. And that's how we reach our people to tell them about what we're doing.
Well, Dr. Berry, I want to tell you again that you always got an open invitation on the James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. And I want to thank you so much for taking the time to come on the show today. And I want everybody to know that, hey, this woman is fascinating. She can help you out. Everything that she said during this interview, reach out to her, get in touch with her, or subscribe to Courageous Woman magazine, Courageous Woman. And I tell you, just reach out to her for knowledge, understanding, and focus. And I want to thank you for taking the time to come on this show. I'd like to thank my beautiful wife, Michelle, who does all the heavy lifting and making sure that the show is put together the right way. I'd like to thank my great producer, Todd Pirate at KCBQ, Most importantly, I'd like to thank our viewers and our listeners for tuning in to the James Cooley Show. It's Your Life. I wanted everybody to know that this was the first edition where TV and radio was on at the same time. I'm sitting here watching it on TV. On this side over here, TV and radio at the same time. I tell you, we'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. It's Your Life. I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley.
Thanks
We'll
for
see you
joining
later.
us for It's Your Life with James Cooley. To learn
Do you remember when we first met? I thought my eyes would fall straight out of my head. Guess we are living proof of love at first sight. But now we both see love in a different light. Keeping love alive, it's a tricky thing. You gotta let it fly, gotta give it wings. If you wanna make it right,
Dr. Barry, fascinating, fantastic. The cameras are still rolling, just letting you know. So it's still rolling.
Like, don't get up.
So hey, that was absolutely great. Got to do this again. I mean, I did not know about the kids thing. So
I'm always here for it. Whatever you need me for, I'm right there. Thank you so much for inviting me to be on your show. I'm so proud of you too. For all the amazing things you do. We work together on different projects. I'm ready to direct another play too. So just put that out there.
you know what? I'm in the process of looking into that.
That's
It's
my first love. I
but-
love doing what I do, but theater and directing, and that's my first love. So I'm getting the opportunity to do that on film now. But definitely theater is just it for me.
I might want to look at some of your plays that you have written because I think we need to get back into the studio. I'm ready to executive produce again and just put it out there. So let's talk about these.
Cool.
Let's get
working on stuff too. So he actually has a movie coming out next week. So you might want to have him too sometime soon too.
Yeah, we already know that. I mean, just to, I have to catch him because he's busy just like you. So but tell Kendra I miss him. I mean, and I miss all of them. I miss the girls. But certainly gonna have him on real soon if he have time. He don't ever have time, Telishia.
He don't make time.
I mean, he's that big movie star now. He don't have time. So hey, any departing message you want our viewers? We still on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter. We still on all of them right now. Everybody can still see you, and they're still waving. And I just got another comment in here. Awesome. Okay, Bella. I forget development and business. You know who that is?
No.
Yeah.
I'm a business coach and consultant. Just showing girl power. Thank you, girl power. Bella, thank you.
Hey, Bella. Hey, thank you, Bella. Thank you. I tell you what, we're gonna close this down for the time being. But I tell Kendra I'm gonna give him a call. I'm gonna see if he got time. He want to come on and promote the movie or whatever he's doing. I know he's doing more than that. He got a business, his product, all that other.
He's got his music business and as well as this movie that's coming out. They filmed the movie a while ago, but it's just coming out.
That's the one he was working on about a year ago?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so they finished. Okay. Hey, Telishia, love you. I love you. I love you. Our listeners, our viewers, I love you all too. Tomorrow, we just got added another day of television, so it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Wow.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Awesome.
And so we're growing. And so I want everybody to know that.
You'll be seeing us soon. It's another show.
I'm looking forward to it. So I'm gonna leave with a department. I want everybody to always dream big. think big, and be big at everything that you do because you are a masterpiece. We love you. Hopefully to see you same time tomorrow. It's Your Life. I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley. Talk to you later.
Go be courageous.
Absolutely.